Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. We're continuing this morning, your time, with a discussion on one of Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan. Hold the microphone closer, please. It's hardly audible. I can't hear you so well. And we have a couple of enthusiastic children in the room, and we're asking them to go to a different place right now. Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay. I am not so well. I cannot hear you very well. But I will keep going. During Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan, the very first demon that Krishna encountered was Putana. Putana very mercifully was given residence in the spiritual world by Krishna after she was delivered. Yes. Putana was given a lot of mercy by Krishna because after being killed by him, she achieved residence in the spiritual world. However, Putana had two younger brothers. The first of those two younger brothers was named Vatsa. And Bakasura also approached Krishna trying to kill Krishna, but Krishna outsmarted him and finished Bakasura. The older brother of the two was Bakasura. And this morning, your time, we're going to hear about Krishna and his encounter with Bakasura. In English, Baka means crane. Crane, C-R-A-N-E. It's a bird. So Bakasura assumed the form of a huge crane, far bigger than ordinary one. And he placed himself in such a way that he would encounter Krishna and try to kill Krishna. Please read. The place where they drank water from was near Nandagram, the place where Nanda Maharaj lived and Krishna lived. Please read. Bakastala. Stala means place. So we're going to see a map of Vrindavan, and I'll show you where Nanda Maharaj's home was. See this moving red dot? That's a laser pointer. Over here is Govardhan Hill. And over to the east is Vrindavan town. And here is the city, the capital of Mathura, right here. And the place where Nanda Maharaj lived is up here. There it is. So, as you can see the names of different forests down here. Kumudvan, Taliban, Madhuvan. You remember the killing of Dhanuka? That took place down here in Taliban. And when Krishna was very young, they resided over here at Gokula. But this particular morning, they were up here by Nandagram. And the pastime begins where they went to take some water at a large lake just to the east of Nandagram. Okay, please read. From a distance, it looked like a mountain peak had been smashed by a thunderbolt and fell some distance from the mountain. But they weren't sure, and so they were afraid. Because it wasn't just a mountain peak, it was moving. Please read. Next. That's Krishna's inner contemplation. He was considering, some people might object, oh, Bakasura didn't know your power, and so he was easily killed. But let's see what happens when someone who knows fully Krishna's power, because he's his elder brother, what's he going to do? The cowherd boys were afraid, but Krishna was not afraid. He immediately approached Bakasura. Please read. You see in the painting the big baka, and he has Krishna in his beak. His idea was to swallow Krishna whole. Please read. Krishna did this in more than one occasion. For example, Krishna entered into the mouth of Bakasura, but Bakasura couldn't swallow him. Bakasura. By entering into the mouth of Bakasura, he became purified by the touch of Krishna's lotus feet. And Krishna had the same idea with Bakasura. By entering into his mouth, he purified Bakasura. And if you look carefully in the painting, you'll see some of the other cowherd boys, and they're very afraid for Krishna's safety.
细的观察这张图片的话，这张图片还有其他的一些物流童们，他们当时对非常的担忧 Krishna 的安全。
Please read.
Yes， 巴卡无法吞咽 Krishna， 这完全是 Krishna 的意愿。Krishna 之名的意思是，他以丰富多彩、不可思议的消时光之浩瀚汪洋而闻名于世。
Krishna looks pretty relaxed in this painting.
在这张图片里面，我们可以看到 Krishna 看上去特别的轻松自在。
Read.
Yes， 当巴拉和其他男孩看到 Krishna 被巨大的河吞了下去，他们几乎失去了知觉，仿佛毫无生气 Prana 的感官。
When Krishna was performing this pastime, he was stimulating the ecstatic love of Balaram and the cowherd boys.
当 Krishna 上演这段消时光的时候，他刺激了巴拉和这些男孩们的对他的内心深厚的情感。
Balaram knew that Krishna was all powerful. But Balaram was moved by the difficulty that Krishna was in, so much so he forgot Krishna's omnipotency and he fainted.
但是巴拉拉玛被放置了这样的一种境况当中，他看到 Krishna 陷入到如此极大的困境当中，乃至他忘了 Krishna 是无所不能的，因此而昏倒过去。
Not only that, Balaram is all powerful. He could have finished Bakasura himself.
不仅如此，巴拉拉本身是无所不能的，他自己就可以杀死巴克苏尔。
Please read.
Yes， 虽然巴拉拉能够轻松杀死恶魔，但由于强烈的手足之情，他当即昏了过去。
The pastime was to intensify the loving affection of the cowherd boys and Balaram.
这个消时光是越发的加强了巴拉拉和其他的同们对 Krishna 的深厚的情感，让他们的情感越发的强烈。
The pastimes of Krishna are full of transcendental rasa.
Krishna 的消时光充满了各种超然的 rasa。
During his cowherding activities, the Sakya rasa is most prominent. Friendship.
在 Krishna 的这样的玩耍和他的牧牛童们在一起的上演的这些消时光当中 ，Krishna 和这些牧牛童们之间的朋友之情是非常非常凸显的。
And each one of the cowherd boys had a very special and unique friendship with Krishna.
而且每一个牧牛童跟 Krishna 都有着非常独一无二的友情。
And they were all very attached to Krishna, like anything.
而且他们都极度的依恋 Krishna。
So Krishna arranged a secondary rasa to be stimulated by this danger, apparent danger that he was in, so that their love for him would increase and increase.
所以 Krishna 他通过安排这样的次要的关系的这种消时光，来不断的增强牧牛童们对 Krishna 无比深厚的友情。
You can see in the painting one of the cowherd boys has fainted.
我们在这张图片上可以看到，其中有一个牧牛童当场昏过去了。
Please read.
Yes， Krishna 想跟巴卡打斗，从中得到乐趣，所以他进到巴卡的嘴里，只允许他把自己含在嘴里，就此而已。
Next.
Yes， Krishna 是主 Brahma 之父，却以牧牛郎之子的形象活动。那时他变得像一团烈火， 灼烧着巴卡苏拉魔的喉咙根部，使恶魔立即把它吐了出来。
On the left, you see Krishna packed up in the beak of Baka.
我们在这个左边可以看到 ，Krishna 就在这个巴卡苏拉的两片喙中间被夹着。
So Krishna made his body unbearably hot, so much so Baka's throat was being burnt and he spit him out.
所以 Krishna 在那个时候让自己的整个身体变得难以忍受的灼烧，乃至于巴卡苏拉难以忍受，立刻把它从嘴里吐了出来，扔了出来。
Look at the cowherd boys. They got their sticks and they're ready to whack Bakasura to help protect Krishna.
我们在图片上可以看到一些牧牛童们，他们拿起棍子，纷纷的要去纷纷的向前去揍巴卡苏拉，来保护 Krishna。
Next, read.
Yes， 就像猎人尝冰糖的味道是苦的，巴卡苏拉这个恶魔感到自己的喉咙冒火，尽管 Krishna 的身体像嫩嫩的蓝色莲花一样柔软，这说明当时 Krishna 的身体变得像霹雳般坚硬。这是恶魔，这是恶魔喉咙的错，而不是 Krishna 的错。
This is our acharyas just relishing the sweetness of Krishna's pastimes.
这是我们的 acharya 们，先前的灵性导师们，在此津津品味着 Krishna 消时光的甜蜜。
So after Baka spit Krishna out,
就在巴卡把 Krishna 从嘴里吐出来之后，
he glared at Krishna and saw that he still wasn't harmed, so he started attacking him.
Krishna 仍然毫发未损，安然无恙。于是这个恶魔开始攻击 Krishna。
Read.
Yes， 恶魔看到虽然 Krishna 曾被吞了下去，但却安然无恙，于是立刻用他尖利的喙攻击 Krishna。
Now that the cowherd boys had been revived and they were wanting Krishna to finish him, the Baka demon, he decided to do that.
现在呢，那些牧羊童们看到 Krishna 安然无恙，然后 Krishna 现在下定决心，立刻要杀死 Krishna。
So you see how he did it. He put his left foot on the lower part of the Baka's beak and stretched his beak so far it broke.
我们在这个图片上可以看到 Krishna 接下来是怎么做呢？他用他的左边的莲花足踩着 Bakasura 的这个下边的这个下半部的这个喙，然后用他的一只手拉起他的另一半喙，来撕开了他的嘴。
Krishna bifurcated his beak.
Krishna 把Bakasura 的喙掰成了两半。
Please read.
Yes， 非奉献者在内在外都不能忍受 Krishna。当他们把 Krishna 视为敌人时 ，Krishna 就变成他们忍无可忍的对象。这里巴克苏拉的例子就说明了这一点。
This is just a comment on the nature of those who are demoniac by quality.
在这里面，这对那些生性有着这种恶魔品质的这些人给出了一段评述。
A demon, just by seeing Krishna, has enmity or hatred towards him.
这些恶魔们，他们只是一看到 Krishna， 便对 Krishna 产生了敌意，非常的憎恨 Krishna。
He already had experience of Krishna burning his mouth so much he had to spit him out. He's still trying to bite him with his beak.
虽然巴克苏拉他已经亲身体验到了 Krishna 在他嘴中的那种难以燃烧的灼烧之感，然后把它吐了出来，但是他仍然 想试图用他的喙，用他的嘴去攻击 Krishna。
Please read.
Yes, Krishna 麦什那瓦的领袖看到他的好友巴卡苏拉恶魔竭力攻击他，并用双手擒住恶魔的两片喙，当着所有牧牛童的面，轻而易举地把他的喙掰成两半，就像孩童撕裂一片维拉纳草一样。
Virana. That's the type of grass. Virana grass.
Virana 是一种草，这是一种草的名字。
Okay. Next.
Yes， 通过这样杀死恶魔 Krishna 使天堂的居民欣喜万分。
Now we get an understanding that while Krishna was in the forest with the cowherd boys, the demigods were very much enjoying Krishna's pastimes. They were observing them, and they were very pleased that Krishna had finished this terrible, terrible demon.
我们在这里可以了解到，当 Krishna 和那些牧牛童们在森林里文达的森林里上演消失光的时候，天上的这些半神人们，他们非常的欣喜万分的去看到